My name is Andrew Rodriguez. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I work with a variety of clients, but one of my specialties is working with clients who would like to explore change in their sexual feelings and behavior. I stand opposed to any of these bans that have been out there here for the past 10 years for multiple reasons. There are violations of our basic rights to freedom of speech and therefore freedom of thought and the free practice of religious conviction. In the counseling and psychology field, we're supposed to uphold the ethical principle of respecting a client's right to self-determination. I appreciate the wording in this bill that the proposal protects the right of clients and therapists to engage in the topic of gender and sexuality in a more exploratory manner, like a neutral manner. And that's good that you have that there in the bill. However, once a client decides on a goal, this bill limits the client's therapeutic options. And that's a violation of the principle of self-determination. LGBT activists believe they are justified in violating self-determination because of their claim that therapy to explore sexual identity, sexual attraction, and behavior change is harmful. Everyone just repeats this mantra that is harmful and that it's been decided, it's been proven that it's harmful, but they don't actually produce the research that justifies those claims because they don't have the research to justify those claims. Even the APA, the American Psychological Association, admitted in their 2009 task force report on appropriate therapeutic responses to sexual orientation on page 42, quote, the limited number of rigorous early studies and complete lack of rigorous recent prospective research on SOCI, sexual orientation change efforts, limits claims for the efficacy and safety of SOCI, unquote. And then when it comes to counseling minors, on page 72, they say, quote, there is a lack of published research on SOCI among children, unquote. Yet this APA task force report has been used to justify bans starting with California and on through the present. And yet still, even 10 years later or so, still they have not produced the prospective research, meaning let's study clients before beginning therapy, their levels of well-being, and their levels of same-sex attraction and behavior and identity. And then after therapy, let's measure those again to see if they were harmed definitively, actually get proof to see if they were harmed and to see if change was even possible. The APA, the LGBT activists, have not produced this. We've only just recently had the first prospective study done. And before that point, we've only had retrospective studies, and they showed both outcomes, both people claiming harm, people claiming benefit. So the best research to date, and the only prospective one done, was Pila and Sutton study published in 2021, a longitudinal study of 75 men doing reintegrative therapy. And it showed that their well-being improved over the course of therapy and their sexuality shifted along a continuum, identity, attractions, feelings, and thoughts. So anyway, therapy would be violating clients' right to obtain that type of therapy, which is just good counseling. Thank you.